San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So it's away we go then. Well, Giuseppe Bergomi really is a culture player, is he not, Jim? With a little bit of menace in the mix too.
Yeah, we all know him as a right-back, Peter, of course, but he has the flexibility, versatility, the confidence and the composure to play centrally too. He's even been known to play as a sweeper at times. No one did zonal marking better than this guy.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Dink through. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He is through here.
He'll be disappointed with that.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Played back in. Look at the spin chance!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
It's Ibrahimovic! And that would have been some goal.
And you can see how the direct approach can work really well. Get yourself on the ball and give it a try.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Out to the left it goes. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's played in. Oh, smashing header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
First quarter of an hour gone. And they've got rid. Pings in across.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Pass somewhat off target. And they've got a throw. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ronaldinho receives it in a wide position. Ibrahimovic! Well, now it's a race for them. And one more try! Rijkaard. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Neymar. This ended up in no man's land. Oh, cracking ball. Yaya Toure. Bellingham. It's a searching pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. He's found a way through.
Cruyff really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and Just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. Ibrahimovic going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Ronaldinho, flings in across. Oh, important interception.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Pull it. And this is Neymar. Neymar! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Danger averted for now. Pull it. Yaya Toure. Pinches it off him. Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shifted it to the flank, and that has been cut short. Bellingham played out to the left flank. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Ronaldinho.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Cruyff. Neymar.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And this is Hullet. Rijkaard makes the interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Hullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Threads one in, and he cuts out the supply. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
He rises! Oh, crossbar! And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Still just a single goal between the sides. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tomiyasu cuts it out.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he finish? He's got a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 21. Numero 22.
Milan choosing to make the first change. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Spread out to the left. Pull it. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book. Well read, nice interception. And it's Yaya Toure. And this is Ronaldo. Madrid needed that, they really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. No joy this time.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Delivers, he gets big! Goal! Milan! And they've got their lead back. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 2.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Milan go into the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off? They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tries to play it through. Cross goes in there. Tries to get it clear. Oh, he's been caught napping. Here comes another. Up he goes! They've got to be quick to recover this. Shoots!
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Neymar. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Couldn't squeeze it through. I think we're just about done here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There's the clearance. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! They have stolen level at the last! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that.
And time is up. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of...